Hello, big beautiful world. Today is, you're thinking, is it Groundhog Day? We were here just last week. We're at Rapide, Little America, down in the Antarctic, down near the Ross Shelf, I believe. And, you know, the ignominy, the shame, the pure, crushing humiliation I felt last week about not finding those guys. Well, the good news is that I took the tri-motor up again, and pretty much by luck, I found them on the second run out after I'd stopped recording. I thought, yeah, just my luck. Anyway, I thought just to prove it, so I will say up front, spoiler alert, we're going up, we're doing the mission again, we're taking off, we're going to head north, northeast, and we are going to see if we can find our little men stuck out on the iceberg again. Not sure what's going on there. Somebody might be doing a bit of ice fishing. Who knows about these things. That being said, so there's a number of interesting things. So it's a 3.5 review, basically, 3.5 product review. We're taking the Rapide up from Flight Replica. Why? Because technically de Havilland Canada did fit it out with skis and floats. So even though yes, we are taking off with wheels, and yes, that's altogether a foolish thing to do, take off and land in the snow in a wheeled vehicle, we are doing it because we're just crazy. Now the second thing we're doing is all of these views are custom views for, you guessed it, Chaseplane. I created them all. We'll discuss it whilst we're up in the end. The reason I have Chaseplane, of course, is because I've been a long-standing FS Realistic Pro devotee, and I really, couldn't wait until they got the Plus out. But in order to have the Plus, you've got to have Chaseplane, which really put me off. And I thought, I don't want to go to Chaseplane. It's not giving me anything that I don't already really have. The one thing I will do while I'm here is, so amongst the other things, look, the long and the short of it is, if you love FS Realistic Pro and you're hesitant about buying Chaseplane, go for it, because you can I created a lot of these scenes, and you can just drag and drop them to what you want. I renamed a couple of them. It's smart enough to pick up what aircraft you're in. It will only give you a certain number of views to accommodate that. Okay, cinematics. Hang on. Let's click in there for a tick. Here we go. Cinematics. Up to menu, preferences. Cinematics. Keep coming down. General functionality, yep. We're going to go for about 6 seconds, I think. 8. Perfect. There. Yeah, so that'll do us. Without blabbing on too much more, let's get ourselves up in the air. So like I said, spoiler alert, we're going to find a couple of crew members out who have inadvertently plopped off the ship, the Steamship New York, and we're going to find them. So we're going to overfly to New York, go looking for a couple of guys, and then we are going to find that sucker. Beautiful. We're underway. Got mixture. Let's get up off the ramp. Getting the stick back. Oh, come on, bub. Altogether the wrong time to have done that, but there you go. Holding the stick gently back. Hopefully we won't run over any little pengies, because that's, oh no, this guy on the sled, yeah, we definitely don't want to take him out, do we? That'd just be thinking rude. Rude, I told you. So, We're going to just run up the engines because it's a short runway and it's, like I said, little more than hard-packed ice. And we are going to, there we go, no flaps for takeoff. Dude, don't be getting out in front of me. That's just wrong. Oh, he's there to cheer me on. He's there to see me off. So full throttle, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come off the juice. Like I said, no flaps. Hopefully she'll come off on her own. This is my hope. And we're away. And we are away. Now the beauty of this trip is we don't need to go too high. Just going to keep her on full until we get the flock out of Dodge. Keep it down, nose down. Otherwise it really will be nose down. So over here on our pretty much, where are we? We're pretty much off our east window there, directly below us. That's the longer runway. In and out. I think it's, what is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But that's okay. So it's, as you can see, it's nothing long beneath us. So you've got a lot of time to land. Bring it in. You need to even be at 1,000 mercifully. Should bring the lights on, shouldn't I? One. Cool, so we are good to roll. So yes, it's a 3.5 thing review. It's the revisit of Little America and digital simulations. It is, and like I said, spoiler alert, just for the last time, so we're abundantly clear, we will find our guides and we will we'll head back after a successful mission. It's a talk about Chaseplane from Parallel 42, and it's a discussion on the FS Realistic Pro. FS Realistic Pro has updated sounds from what I can hear, and it's yeah, I do love it. I've loved it from day one. I just found the immersion quality that it presents is absolutely fantastic. Now, one demonstration of Chaseplane is the cinematics mode, so let's try it. I've got this set to about 6 seconds, I think. So, you know, there's all kinds of positions that it does do it from, and yeah, I really, oh God, look at the wing plan. It's like two DH-88 wings, you know, just stuck above the original tour. Such a good looking plane. De Havilland, you really did it. Okay, so we're off to rescue your buddies, guys. We're here to save the day. Just going to go in for a bit of a 500 foot waggle, maybe 750. Yep, nice. Freak the passengers out in the back. So the Chaseplane, again, the setups I've created for my hi-hat for the Viz is, let's just run through them. So your instruments, primer, your batteries, review, review, which is super cool. Yeah, look, and some more instruments that I haven't really, I've relegated the 3 last ones. I don't know what I'll really do with them yet, because this is such a simple, you know, simplistic setup to start the aircraft. But that being said, and I'm not big on external cams as a rule, outside that cinematic stuff, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I should have, with that first mission last week, I should have just read the bloody brief properly. If I'd have read the brief properly, I wouldn't have overinterpreted it, shall I say. Now, one of the things that really has had me all week with Chaseplane is I've hooked up a button for binoculars, and that is freaking cool. That is freaking awesome. Yeah, it's just, especially in these single-seater like these adventures, it just works. I don't know, call me easily amused or something, but it just works. It really does. So as you can see, it's invaluable for moments like this where you need to, you know, go off chasing some rats. Some, you know, problem sailors and the like. So we're looking on the ice floes, we're looking, and you see what we come across. And yeah, last week I went, you know, back and forth so many times looking for them, and of course met with no success whatsoever, because I was primarily, I think, looking on the land. Sticking close. We're just going to come back for a quick run over. Tell me that doesn't feel immersive as hell. Right, now I suspect we've come too far. Give ourselves some juice. Don't lose too much on the relinquish too much power. Okay, so we're still relatively slow and low, which is kind of nice. Oh man, it is 1929. Oh yes, I remember it well. 1929. So the only thing I don't like about, I think I mentioned it, the Rapide, is this the top end tappet sound. It just doesn't sound right. The loop gets a little grating after a while. Okay, just going to have a quick eye out here. Oh. Oh, that was a bit exciting, wasn't it? Okay, so one more run up. There's some more juice. Whilst we're here, look out. Yeah, this aircraft is such a bloody winner. I love it. Now we should see a couple of little specks of orange. Eyeballs out. Along here. Along here, we're looking. Right, so we're going to continue on for a bit. So we're looking definitely for an ice floe that's broken away. And we're seeing what we can see. And I'll be devastated because I've done it 5 times. Let's bring her around once more. Pretty sure she wasn't that far north. But we will grab another cinematic shot. Because the cinematics on this are really, really impressive. Oh, it's so nice. Just with the light catching it. So cool. Tell me that isn't a sexy piece, peeps. Oh, speaking of which, there's our guys, I think. Let's do it. There he is. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Cinematiplane. Alright, so 2 laps around the block. Just to make sure hopefully the ship can see us. Can you see them waving? You can when you get up close enough to them, yeah. How cool is this though? Now you can get more shake and shiver out of it all. I'm still fiddling about with that at the moment, to be honest. And wish I could drop you the care package, guys. Where are we? Anyway, suffice it to say, we've done it. We've done good. Going to head back down, give this ship a little waggle, bring this puppy into land. Hopefully not tilt her over and smack her into the snow at the end. But yeah, look, this is my idea of fun. Isn't that tragic? Really. I absolutely freaking love this. There's nothing to see. Look, it's just snow. Let's face it, you know. But for some reason, I don't know. Does it appeal to the lone wolf within, perhaps? I don't know. Sad fact is, I love it. I love it. Whilst we're here, let's go back. Actually, let's come back there. 2, 3, 4. Why did you put these up? Because I do like those. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Yeah, that's rear view. Rear views you can set up. You can set them all up. I don't know if you can add more. You can just rename the existing ones, because like I said, I'm pretty sure each one of them is going to have a redundant ones that you're simply not going to make use of. So, is Chaseplane worth it? Yes. Yes, I am going to give that a wholehearted yes. In spite of my reluctance, I just thought, what a con, what a rip-off. Hats off to Parallel 42 for creating something that I've kind of always been put off. It's a bit like, do I want to fly in flight sim, or do I want to just set up all the jiggery pokeries all the time? Well, Chaseplane helps setting up the jiggery pokeries a whole lot easier, and that's really cool. What I mean by that is, let's see, let's hit pause for a minute. Yeah? So let's come up. So you can main. So we'll pick one of these last ones, and you go into it. Actually, yeah, go into your edit button, go into adjust. You got yaw, which is going to take you all around the world very quickly. Front, left, right, back, up and down. Change the movement, change the zoom, etc. Save it. and Bob's your proverbial. And that's it. It's really, really elegant to do so. So you hop in an aircraft, go through your stock hi-hat settings or whatever, and if you don't like them, just go into each one of those and change them as you see fit, and then you can just drag and drop it to where you want it to be. So I can see now, I think that's the benefit of WASM. I think this is where they've been going all along, to help the whole drag and drop aspect. And Parallel 42, to their credit, has really capitalised on that with their Chaseplane. Fantastic. Doubtless there's more setups and things that I can do. Let's have a squeeze up here whilst we're at it. Oh yeah, so there's our other one by the look of it. Yep, okay. So we've got them both. We have got them both. Oh, let's no. We are going to, how do we come up? How do we come up? I forget which way is up. So we want to give ourselves enough height. Stay with me for a moment. Stand by. Slew, isn't it? Of course I had to be a funny bunny, didn't I? Keyboard. Slew. Slew up, slew. Slew, transition up. Hey, okay, so let's try it. No. Yeah, okay, so let us look into the saw that, did you? Really? God, only on bloody camera. Yeah. Let's get the nose down so we can actually get power this time, shall we? So that being said, yeah, Chaseplane, fully worth it. FS Realistic Pro, yeah, Pro Plus now. Yes. It's, for me, it's a game changer. You might think otherwise, but for my buck, it's just a real, I don't know, good fun, and because mine is the upgrade, it costs less than $10 Oz, I think, which is pretty cool. Right around $10 Oz, maybe. And Dragon Rapide, yes, I'm going to say yes again, because I like Flight Replica stuff, in spite of the not so serious, not study level, and mine is 3 rivets over on the starboard lower wing. It only introduced the additional rivets in late 1939 when called upon for the early wartime scheme, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's, and of course Little America. Yeah, this goes without saying, I really enjoyed it. So we're uptight, going to drop our throttle back, should be landing dead ahead pretty much. Drop our flaps, I'll show you the flaps. In fact, I'll show you the, I think it's got a bloody well has air brakes, doesn't it? Oh, that's right, is it? No, I was lying. So, but we do have flaps. And we are going to bring her in. There we are, straight ahead. Well, not straight ahead, slightly off actually. Pretty rubbish really. Give ourselves some power to accommodate it. Arguably far too much. But hopefully we can bring it down without too much heartache. This is my desire anyway. Throttle out. Hopefully we can bring it down like butter. Not quite like butter, but you know what? I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it, so yes, you can. Yes, you can. Right, the throttle. bit of a can off to one side. But what a perfect day for today. Oh, don't know what that's all about, but there you go. There's the Arvo shot. And especially, you know, the Tobii Eye Tracker just brings it to life. So I believe Tobii Eye Tracker has a new update coming around with the beta. So after beta release, you should be see what it does. FS Realistic Pro Plus and Chaseplane both have new versions, so they're updating them constantly. They're early days basically with these products, I think, so they're just remaining super attentive. Or maybe I'm going to give up a bit of conjecture. Actually, I just want to check something. Can we do it? Can we do it? There we go. White planner. Bring it in, bring it in. Yeah, so just going to bring it in towards quite a long way off the actual, off from the base. Yeah, you know, my suspicion is they're really being sensitive to user feedback, and so they're trying to integrate it whilst they've got the momentum to do so. And brilliant, why not? Why not? Get around. We'll take her over whilst we think of it. There we go. Yeah, so I reckon it's all good bang for the buck. And also, for those of you who may have, like me, gone and picked up a AMD, converted from NVIDIA over to AMD over the past, say, I don't know, however long. I picked mine up in the Black Friday sale because it was a grand cheaper than the 5090 card. Yeah, 5090 I think. Maybe even the 5080. So I picked up the AMD RX 9070 XT. And I must admit, I've had all manner of crashes, even on CTD, even on whilst on the desktop doing nothing. Suddenly she'd blue screen out and go rolling. So if a lot of people poo-poo the Adrenaline software that you can, that comes with the AMD. Let's head over this way, shall we? I say don't give up, because Flight Sim, curiously, was one of the very few things that wasn't crashing on me. Unlike me in Flight Sim. But that being said, I used the Adrenaline, checked out enough YouTube footage again and again and again and again until I found exactly what I want. And that is undervolted to the tune of about 40, I think 40 megahertz or something. And I have had no trouble since over the past 2 weeks with games of any kind. And Flight Sim, CTD, everything's behaving. So, and it's not the power supply. I have a really good power supply, 1200 watts, so I knew it wasn't that. So, handy on. There we go. Shut down. Again, the only humiliation is, of course, that I absolutely crashed. And we won't talk about that with Mum, will we? No, we will not. Cool. So, let's get the chocks on. Okay, there we go. So, chocks on, door open. There we go. In the westering sun, we have our beloved Rapide. And what a beast she is. I have had a ball. I hope you have too. Please don't laugh too hard at me. Thanks, big beautiful world, for zoning in, tuning in. Hope to catch you again soon. I just said I'd record this and hopefully show a few tricks and all the rest of that crap. Love you heaps. Thanks for zoning in. Talk to you later. Bye.